You're watching Hurley Films.
What's up, YouTube? This is Adam with Hurley Films, and I'm in George today. We are actually headed down to the little mud hole that we built on our road over here. I've got a pump that I borrowed from my friend and neighbor Brock, who's the fireman that helped me. He's got all the stuff that we helped put our food plot in last year and attempted to water it into existence, and it did not happen. So I apologize for the shaky camera. We are on a gravel road, but we've arrived here at the pond. And you might be saying, Adam, why are you about to pump out a pond? Well, the house is about to start on construction, and our pad from the previous house, it had really bad slopes, and this is something that I want to try and change. The only way to change it is to add more dirt. So I thought, what better time to get more dirt from the pond, this little, I call it the mud hole, that Larry dug for us. Why not make it a full-size pond? We've got a big pecan tree that wraps around it. Let me just go show you the plan and see if that makes more sense probably that way. So they got a pump that my friend Brock has let us borrow, and a bucket to prime it and some other things. Hoses, you notice we got fireman hose over here, fire truck hose. So all of these things, this is the benefit of having a neighbor who's a fireman. Got it all over here on George, and here is what we call the mud hole. So normally the mud hole is up to about right here, but it has not rained in Oklahoma for nearly a month. We've gotten a tiny bit of rain, but definitely nothing to help. But I mean, you can just see how bad we need water. It's bad. The pond that's up the hill is even worse. But here's the plan. This pond, we are going to dig up and out, all the way up to here, out and around, just to make this kind of a large wash. All of this concrete, we're gonna try to push down into this area so we can kind of, hopefully, I can have some catfish in here, because catfish can dig under the concrete and make some holes. But this pecan tree that's here, just to show you, I mean, you can see how large it is. It is a massive pecan tree. But the goal is that this pond hopefully will wrap up around this way, stay out of this tree's roots. We'll go all the way back up into this area and kind of wrap around this burn pile hole that we've had. So we will acquire all the dirt necessary to extend the house pad to make it to where it feathers off better and it doesn't have such extreme angles. And we will acquire all that dirt from this area here. It's gonna be a lot of dirt. It is going to be a lot of dirt, but it's something that's necessary. It's something that we should have done the first time, but we ran out of money, we ran out of time, and so, hey, second try, right? So yes, hopefully in the next video I can show you guys our house plans. That's how close we are. It has taken so long. I've had patients tried and tested at this point. It's just things at this juncture of life take a long time. But I'm gonna get this pump set up. Brock and his kids said they may come over here. Two of his kids, Wiley and Brooklyn, are in my youth group up at church. So they said they'd come by and they might help. But we don't have a whole lot of water. At the center of this right now, it's probably about 2 feet deep, which is nuts. I mean, this is just a straight down hole. When it's full, it's 8 feet deep in the middle. So that's a crazy little sinkhole of a pond. But let's get this going. I'm gonna set it up on time lapse and just let you guys enjoy watching the pond water get sucked out. Should be pretty stinking cool. So all of you guys know at this point that I'm pretty much a massive sucker for a good time lapse video, and this is one of the cooler ones. Just because it's one thing to see it happen in regular speed, but when you get to see it happen super fast, it's awesome. Also, it's good to make sure that you have enough gas to accomplish a task, but this is super cool. I mean, it's drank the water. I think 300 gallons a minute. Oh, well, it is warm. 103 to be exact. Oh, I've got some more work to do, but I will check back in with you guys later. Let you guys take a look at the pond after it dries out a little bit more today. Maybe we'll see if any fish survived or if any of them took the wild ride. But for now, gotta get back to work. What is up, friends? It is the next day. It's about 5 o'clock. I just got back from a video shoot in Oklahoma City today. And came down here to let you guys see the old mud hole. We pumped it out yesterday. And as you can see, the cows found it. The cattle have found it. But yeah, it is significantly down. And now it should just be a matter of a few days. And we will have a dry hole. And then we can begin the process of making the house pad. I'm going to try to go up and put some T-posts in. It's gonna be really fun driving T-posts in this ground. Oy. But that's the attempt, to see if we can get a good bearing as to how much dirt we're gonna actually need. The guys that are doing the dirt work for the pad have informed me they think it's going to take approximately 2 days to do the dirt work. And I'm interested to see if they can actually pull that off, because the amount of dirt that I'm hoping to make all the slopes not so harsh, I think it's going to be quite a bit of dirt. But we'll go check that out. Hopefully I can film that. We got Meet the Teacher tonight because school starts this Thursday. So the kids are excited for that. Hurley's not excited about school. Josie loves school. Hurley will be in 3rd grade and Josie will be in kindergarten. So super cool. But there you go. That is what a pumped out pond looks like. There's probably maybe 2.5 inches of water down there. So anyway, we'll check back with this later after it dries out, maybe the end of this week, if I don't get this video out before then. But hopefully we'll get to go check on the house pad tonight, and hopefully we have house plans to show you guys in the very, very, very near future. But anyway, just wanted a quick update before I head over to the house. Good morning, Hurley.
Morning.
What is today?
First day of school for this
And what grade are you in?
3rd.
Yeah. Hey, what about you? What's your name?
Josie.
Josie. What grade are you in this year?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Okay. And are you excited or nervous? So Josie's excitement didn't get us the response, but I can't believe how big these kids are getting. I mean, Josie's in kindergarten and Hurley's back in 3rd grade. It's just crazy. And check out this motley crew. I can't wait to see what these guys do in the future. And then there's little Addie Faye. She is growing like a weed, and she's also strong-willed. Doesn't quite do it justice, but strong-willed is a great word. Let's just say she's
what are you doing, little girl?
Pretty much in charge.
You hot? Are you hot? Did your wetness dry off? Huh? Yes. You hot? Hot. All right. What did we just do?
Measured our new house pad.
What are the dimensions of our house pad?
Including the extra 10 feet.
Sure.
So 93 by 61.
And why do you have it 10 feet bigger?
So that we can have 10 feet of flat ground before our slope starts.
What are you doing now?
Wiping the sick baby's nose.
Boogers? All right, it's hot, 5 o'clock, and we have dirt work starting on Monday. So this is exciting. We've got our pad. This is, as you can see, the old house. Our old house was, the pad was 78 by 55, I think was what it was. And our new house pad is 61 by 93, and that includes the 10 feet on either direction to kind of, which is what we didn't do in the last house, which is why our house was like on the side of a mountain, like right here. So now the hill, the slope is going to be a lot more gradual, probably down to kind of where that pipe is over there that you can see. But yeah, you hot? Yeah, hot. Yeah, you hot? I'm hot too. So we're gonna head back across the street because it is hot. It's about 102 right now. We just came over here to set these stakes in the ground to kind of give us a visual representation of where all the area needs to be flat. So you can see there's quite a bit of dirt, and I'm hoping, here's our old aerobic system. And it's pretty dang close to this. So we may have to dig this up and move it. I hope not. I hope we're close, far enough away, because I mean, this is not the pad. There's no concrete there, because the tank goes, you can kind of see where the grass is dead. The tank goes to about here. So even to that post, there's probably 10 feet. But then the house itself will actually sit, if my calculations are correct, about here. So this should be good enough distance. The plumbing lines run like this to it because they had one central run that went all the way up through the house. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't have to move it. I'm probably gonna call a septic company, have them come out and pump it anyway, because if we need to move it, it would be better to move it with it as empty as it possibly can be. But this video is super sporadic between pumping the pond and this and probably something else. Just things are starting to pick up and move faster, which is good and also exciting and also a little bit crazy. But anyway, I thought I would film that. Hopefully the next part of this video is you seeing some dirt work, or I don't know, or if I get bored and we go do something with the kids, it might be that. Either way, things are happening. Honey, what are you most excited about with the house? What's the thing that you're looking forward to most?
The desk under the stairs.
Which
One.
Yeah.
The stairs is two. Oh, the landing that we put on the top of the stairs.
Yeah. People that are watching this video are getting some pretty crazy previews right now because they have no idea what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
The bay window to the west. So I have a sunset window.
How many improvements would you say we made that change, or like things that you wish you would have done the first time that now that you have hindsight?
A window to the west, a bonus room upstairs, a desk area, a larger pantry, cubbies in the laundry room, fireplace in the dining room, hopefully a safe room.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
A bigger window in the kitchen. Oh, the girls having an extra bathroom. The girls having 2 sinks in theirs.
So pretty much
I'm
like
already up to
everything.
10.
Yeah.
Bigger bedrooms for the kids. That's 11.
So would you say that these are things that if you're thinking about building a house, you should do, even if you're like, I don't know if we have the money, Like, what's the one thing, if one thing had to fall off the list of things that you just listed because of a budget, what's the one thing that you think would be least important based off your experience and kind of what you've done in the past?
I probably actually never wished I had a bigger pantry. Our other pantry was fine, but since we got rid of some other closets, that's why I need a bigger pantry in this house. So it's kind of more than just the pantry closet. And then I guess just making the kids' bedrooms bigger, I guess that we wouldn't have had to do that. Wouldn't have had to have a bigger window in the kitchen. I never really thought about wanting one until now. Until this time. I was
What's the number one thing, like, you're dying on the hill, like it has to be in it?
an additional bathroom.
So like a third bathroom.
Yeah.
I would agree. Do you have a family of more than, what would we say, 4?
Yeah, more than 4.
A family more than 4, if it is at all possible, do at least 2.5 bathrooms. Like, have at least that one bathroom that's for guests. That, I don't even know about that. I almost would say 3 full bathrooms, because you're able to, if you got 2 kids, there's multiple showers and you're not having to do the shuffle. And I know people survive all the time. I mean, we survived with, yes, guests spending the night. We survived just fine with 2 bathrooms with a family of 5. But our kids are little, and it's gonna get crazier as they get older. But anyway, there's some fun updates for you, but I'll just talk to you later whenever I see whatever we're doing. So amidst all the sports things that are going on, Hurley decided to give football a try, basically because I asked him. I thought the chance was not super great that he would want to continue to do it, but he toughed it out, went to 3 practices, and it was fun, but just not for him. Then the bulldozer showed up. This was kind of an emotional day. Just the newness that all of this is building up to finally began. What are you taking pictures of?
Back. I have to make a new house build hook. Get back, Hurley.
Daddy,
Put your hand down.
skunk.
Josie. Yeah.
There. See it?
Yeah, I see it.
He's dead? Where is it?
Can you scoot back a little bit?
I think that is a dead skunk.
Can I go see it? Do you think it's alive?
Probably. You think it's alive? Looks pretty dead to me. What do you think?
Looks
Is that
awesome.
a much better pond than you thought?
Yeah, it's not a puddle this time.
Can I go look at it?
So in fact, yes, the skunk was dead. Very, very dead. In fact, decapitated dead. That is a head and a tail you see there. That's it. But the guys with the bulldozer and the skid steer, they got to work, and they, I mean, when I say that they were out there for 2 days, yes, they were there for 2 days, and they basically didn't stop. It was pretty incredible. What do you think, Josie?
Good.
What?
Good.
Good's not a response. What do you think about all this dirt? Where's your shoes at?
In the car. It's mushy.
You trying to relive when the house burned down? Josie, get out of the way.
Up here.
You want to get buried? Oh, the power those things have is just unreal. Crazy. The guys were there for, like I said, 2 days, and they didn't just work when the sun was up. They stayed until the sun went down, and then they just got their big giant flashlight out and kept working. It was insane to see the amount of dirt that was moved in just a short amount of time. The pond is now actually a pond. It's not a mud hole anymore. And on top of that, our pad is ginormous.
the house is going to have plenty of room now, because before it did not. But it was super cool seeing the excavator working down below on the pond, digging out the dirt while its lights were on. From a distance, it looked like, you know, X-Files was happening or something like that. But it was awesome just to get all of this done so fast. And it gives you an idea of how fast things are going to ramp up and begin to change. And I know there's going to be some times where we're in a mode of hurry up and wait, but this was great to see progress being made and getting headed in the right direction towards the house being finished. It makes me think a lot of the newness that I find in Jesus. It always is something that surprises me. Everything can become new so quickly. And things that I thought I knew, I actually didn't, because He's constantly surprising me with new things. And He's always in the business of making things new. I hope that means something to you today, and it's something that I think about a lot throughout this process of getting new construction. Because the house pad is now ready to go. We are super, super excited, especially about the new pond. But yeah, there it is. We're ready to rock and roll. Next steps.